Hey everybody, this is Chris on Uneducated Network, and this is Uneducated Hero Talk. Today we're going to be giving you a review and breakdown of episode 3 and episode 4 of Gotham. And a lot happened, and I was wrong with some of the predictions I made about last episode will be the future, but maybe not all the way. As you see, I predicted that Barbara was actually going to be working with Jerome. Hopefully, going to be Harley Quinn and working with Jerome, aka the Joker. But her love interest is actually gonna be Ra's al Ghul. So now that I guess that answers how she got brought back to life because he's the mad stuff coming back to life. Bruce ends up finding out that Ra's al Ghul's been alive for over 2,000 years, and there's a knife that's connected to him that's actually going for bid. Now Bruce goes and he actually goes to the auction to bid for it, and Barbara is actually there bidding on it as well. And Barbara has the money to overbid, but Penguin actually overthrows her and gives it to Bruce and easily sells the knife for $2 million. And the persona Bruce was actually putting on was actually a good thing because when he went there, he was just buying everything up. So he was just looking like he was just trying to be an ass, being rich and stuff like that, just buying everything in there. So he played the part real good, and so he learned, there's more than one mask to put on. Now, in the beginning of the episode, what I like, you actually start seeing Bruce doing a lot of Batman-ish things. You see him with his suit, not the Batman suit, but close enough. He has the armor, he has, the mask, he has a lot of Batman things going on with it. So he's fighting and everything like that because he actually goes and saves who you think he saved? Who you think he saved? He saved Catwoman. So he sees her with her little mask on because they're actually doing the same thing. She's working for Barbara, and Bruce is actually working on his own. Now, she actually tries to go to Bruce and try to persuade Bruce to actually ends up give her the knife after he buys it so she can give it to Barbara. Why she go to Bruce asking him to help Barbara? I don't know. That makes no sense to me there. Now you have Gordon. Gordon's getting desperate because he doesn't know what to do with Penguin because Penguin has just been, running the city into the ground in his eyes, legalizing crime and everything like that. So, he's going to his last straw. So what he does, he tries to reach out to Falcone. And going there, that's a big risk because, everybody knows, he killed Falcone's son. Now, Falcone is sick. He can't make it to actually go down with him. And he says, I'm sick. I'm not even going up there. But you see, his daughter actually gets brought into the situation, and she's another actress that I like. I actually recognize her from Teen Wolf. She was Alice in Teen Wolf. So I'm liking the actresses and the actors that they're bringing into the show. She's playing the role real good. Now they show her. She's you see that her and Gordon have some kind of chemistry going on. But I still don't know to trust that because at the end of the day, you killed her brother, and you could tell that she was explaining that they had a close relationship. So you gotta be worried about that. Now, besides that, you have Penguin going through things he's going through. He's losing his mind because all of a sudden, Riddler gets unfrozen and Riddler gets taken out and thawed out, and he was actually thought out by one of his stalkers, you could say. She called herself, you could say the Redlet. She had her little suit, the green little Riddler suit, her female Riddler suit, everything going on like that. But something wasn't right with Riddler. She was giving him all kind of riddles that he couldn't even come up with and answer. He couldn't even answer children riddles. So, he was losing his mind. So he ends up knocking her out and escaping. But Penguin ends up tracking him down at the house. Not Penguin himself. not Riddler himself, but where the girl was located. And they end up killing the girl there. But now Riddler's trying to. Now we're gonna go on to the next episode because that basically wraps up everything. But now the next episode you have Riddler. He's still trying to get through Penguin. So he's setting up these rappers. He's sending these rappers with these riddles to give to Penguin, and Penguin just can't get them just because the riddles he's giving them it's just too. It could be anything. So it's not the real riddles like the riddles we usually show. So it's funny because one of it was like you could be angry, you could be mad, you could be sad or something like you have you lie in it, something like that, something where it could just be mean anything, and Penguin can't get it, so eventually Riddler just goes to him. Penguin's smart in the way he does because Penguin knew that he was gonna be able to draw him out. So Penguin drew Riddler out back into the place and actually thought he had Penguin cornered, but Penguin had to sneak one up his card, and he actually had Dr. Freeze come out, and he was about to freeze him until he realized that he wasn't right anymore. And Riddler said, "Just go ahead and freeze me," because he knew he didn't want to even live himself if he wasn't all the way right. And he just basically told Riddler, "Hey," and make Igma told him, "Hey, you know." He ain't this the person that wants to get revenge is the Riddler. The person I'm not even gonna say his name. That's who wants to get revenge against me. This person right here is not gonna be able to get me. He ain't gonna kill me. And sure enough, Riddler wasn't. So Bane was like, you ain't even worth it. I'm gonna let you leave your life. Worthless. And it's gonna end up biting Penguin back in the ass, but he's gonna have to do that. Now you go with go switch over to Bruce, and Bruce bought the knife, so Bruce takes the knife to get inspected because he wants to find out more information about the knife. Now the person he leaves it with, they find out some information about this being the demon head's knife, and finding more information about Ra's al Ghul and about the lineage of the knife. Now before they can get too much more detail, him and the grandson, the person looking the knife, Ra's al Ghul and them come over and they actually kill the grandfather. Now the grandson takes the knife and he runs off and hides with it. So now Bruce is on a mission of actually trying to find the grandson because he knows that the grandson's probably still alive and he has the knife. So he goes out and reach out to Gordon, and Gordon has to help him track it down. They go to Barbara, and it was a while since you've seen Gordon actually talk to Barbara, but when Gordon's talking to Barbara, Gordon tells Barbara, I can see something different about you. So that's why I think she was dipped in Lazarus pit. He's seen all before. She wasn't all the way right in the head, but she's a lot more calm in this episode, in this season. So I wonder what made her come to that. But you have to think about it. She is dealing with a more serious villain. So in a kind of relationship way. So that could do it too. But I think it has to do with Lazarus pit. But so they go on, and they end up finding the grandson with the knife. Now the whole time, instead of Ra's al Ghul actually tracking him down himself, he has this Anubis. They call him Anubis. He's actually tracking him down, and with this other big guy. He's like a dog type in the in Gotham. He looks like a human just with sharp teeth and everything like that. But he tracks down the boy, and they end up defending him off and everything like that. And Gordon, Ra's al Ghul ends up coming, whatever, and grabs the boy by the neck and holds him with a knife and says, "Hey, Bruce, if you give me the knife, I'll go ahead and you have the boy. If not, then I'm gonna kill him." Now Gordon's telling him, "Hey, give him the knife," and Bruce is like, I can't, I just can't." And it just shows you how much he is growing into that Batman role, saying he's willing to sacrifice one for the greater good. Because if Ra's al Ghul gets a hold of this knife, it's going to be a lot more people suffering. And Ra's al Ghul ends up killing the boy and turning himself to go in. Now, makes you wonder, why is he turning himself in? Now, at the end of it, when he's getting escorted into prison and stuff like that, you see a big-ass smile on his face. So it's like, he has a plan, a master plan for some reason, for something. And I'm interested to see what that plan is. I don't know what it could be. This was all in all was both two good episodes. Man, Gotham's getting real good. It's one of my favorite shows that's on there. Especially one of my favorite Fox shows. So, but real good show. Let me know what you think. Thank y'all for taking the time to listen. And y'all have a good one.